Hello and welcome back to another Ecom BB Launchpad update video. I'm Mike Sieben and I'm joined today by Will, Josh, and Brian from the project. And so in today's video, we're going to be getting really vulnerable with you. We're going to talk about some challenges, quite honestly, that we've had with the brand. We're going to talk about what we did in reaction to those challenges. And we're going to get vulnerable about exactly why things don't always go right and different things that you can do to get yourself back on track. So let's dive right into it. We're going to start with Josh, and he's going to give us some updates and talk about what's been going on inside the brand.
Amazing. So I'll be starting off here with production, and to be completely transparent, we kind of messed up. We had a little bit of miscommunication with our supplier. We initially thought that production was going to be done at the end of Chinese New Year, which was supposed to be February 20th. We initially made payment a couple of weeks beforehand when they started Chinese New Year. By that, we assumed that they were starting production. We're like, okay, perfect. Everything's going to be set and ready to go. It wasn't that case. We came back February 20th, looked into our hands, and we're like, wow, they haven't even started yet. So we communicated that with them. We were diligent with the manufacturer. We've had some good back and forths, and they ended up saying that March 30th was supposed to be our end date with our for production. Turns out they can a couple weeks earlier, March 15th, sorry, is going to be the final date, which is great news. A little bit sooner than we thought, but also a little bit delayed. With that all being said, March 15th should be the finalized production. We have inspections set up with Mobley for that date, those timelines. So we're rolling now, but we had a little bit of a hiccup, to say the least.
It's funny. I'm in those conversations as well. And I guess we're just so excited about launching this product and we're like, oh, go, 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 go. And sometimes you just miss over things transparently. And it was a quick oversight. They did tell us that they're going to be starting production after Chinese New Year's. And we just assumed, just considering how early our deposit was, that it would be done by then. But it's the name of the game at the end of it. All said and done, we did end up working with them and they were able to push our production timeline forward and ahead, which was very exciting for us because it opened up a ton of things that we were able to do to start promoting the product now that we had some clear direction in regards to what we were going to do in terms of launching. Number one, you guys have already seen, we went over renders of our actual product in use that was created by our sponsor, the FBA Studio. Those renders are now sent over to Ritz Momentum. Ritz Momentum is going to be creating all of our visuals, realistically, our infographics and our A+ content. Okay, so with A+ content, we had to go through the process of getting brand registered, which we have been fighting with Amazon. This happens to me all the time. Sometimes I get it done first try, but a lot of the time it takes constant approvals realistically for us to get into. So we actually had to pull in a resource because they kept denying us. I think we were denied 3 different times and we just resubmitted earlier this week, and fingers crossed, hopefully we can get access to brand registry. And for those who don't know what brand registry is, realistically, it's a program that Amazon gives you access to if you have a trademark for your brand. In other words, if you're an actual brand owner, okay, you own intellectual property in respect to that. And once you have a trademark, okay, you can actually go apply for their brand registry program, which gets you access to a lot of different things that gives you, in my opinion, a lot of opportunity for better conversions. Things like A+ content, things like a listing video, and a ton of different reports realistically that you don't typically get access to as a non-brand registered brand. So highly recommend anyone that's listening to this that is not brand registered to definitely take advantage of this program. So with brand registry, like I said, we'll be able to get our listing created in full so that we can hopefully increase our conversions out of the gates. And we're also going to be able to create a listing video. So we have a partner of ours, a sponsor, FBA Vids. They're one of the best in the game when it comes to creating high quality cinematic videos. I'm actually going to share my screen here just to kind of go over a quick little portfolio of theirs. And right now we're just going through submitting all the information that we need in order to go ahead and create that video. And it's going to be really cool. What we'll probably do is some behind the scenes of us filming that video and actually give that as part of an update. So you can, 1, see the product in use, but also 2, see how FBA Vids is working with their clients to produce high quality cinematic work. So FBA Vids, as they say, the #1 videography company for Amazon sellers. They've been operating for about 3 years. They're one of my partners personally, and some of the big partners, people like Tom Wang. And realistically, what they have seen with the videos that they create are an increase in all of the metrics that you need to be successful on Amazon, your conversion rate, your click-through rate, and realistically, it gives you that competitive advantage. And in order to get advantage or take advantage of videos in the first place, you do need to be brand registered. So if you guys are interested, hop over here and take a look at some of their actual videos. Like I said, it's honestly amazing work. They do everything from more trendy kind of video shoots that are done in studio. They do everything from lifestyle with faces and or without faces. So they can do a really, really good mix. And I'm excited because right now we're really just planning how that video is going to look. And what that process kind of looks like is locations, what kind of models. So by really leveraging the data that we created through all the SEO that we've been doing, that we've been leveraging through Data Dive, but also really just getting feedback from our audience, we've been able to kind of craft a storyboard per se on how we're going to execute on that video. So it's going to be really, really cool. That was a very high level update, but in a forward update, we're actually going to show you some behind the scenes of us creating that. The next thing that I want to touch on is the fact that we are starting to crush social media. We see this product being something that can easily go viral for a couple different reasons. One, it has amazing utility and it truly is a game changer. But two, it can be very easily displayed through short form content. So what we decided to do, and funny enough, we actually got a group of us together and we tried to film content, and it was really, really fun, but it took us a long time. I'm a content creator, but it's me usually talking in front of a camera when I'm showcasing the product in use. There's a lot of creative direction that you really need with it. And it's definitely something that we're going to do. We're going to be sending samples out to pretty much every one of our team members. We're going to be continuously creating UGC content. But for the sake of consistency, what we actually ended up doing was we hired a girl named Kat, UGC by Kat, and she's phenomenal when it comes to actually creating short form, very trendy, low time frame content. So I'm going to share my screen here and kind of just show you some of the content that we've been creating to showcase the product. And we're going to be, and we have been, already been posting this on Instagram as well as TikTok. Okay, cool. So let's go into a couple of these guys. So again, really just showcasing the utility of the product and the fact that you can truly pack and be organized in seconds. Let's go into this guy right here.
This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. This is bullshit. This is a work of art. But this is bullshit.
Again, really just showing both sides of it, using our product versus not using our product. Let's see if we can pull up maybe one more here. Let's go with this guy right here. So we're going to be posting about 20 to 25 reels every single month, virtually almost every single day. Again, showcasing the product in use, really just showing the utility of it. And most importantly, really showing how this can be such a product that will add efficiency to your actual traveling. So with that, I'm going to pass it over to Will. With all of this content, our goal is to drive traffic towards getting people involved in our brand. So I'm going to pass it over to Will. He's going to talk about a couple of the things that we're working on in order to do that.
Right, so yeah, like Brian said, we're building up a TikTok following. Once we have about 1,000 followers, we'll be able to have a link in our bio. And we're also going to figure out which content performs best so that we could run it as meta ads. And what I found is that the best ads are actually content that already does well organically. So once we have that link in bio and once we figure out what the best videos will be for ads, we're going to be directing them to this landing page to collect their emails. And since we're not released yet, we want to keep them excited. So we have an email sequence to keep them in the loop, keep them excited for when we actually launch.
So guys, as you can see, there's multiple different layers that go into building a brand. And one benefit that we have here at EBB Launchpad is we have many incredible founders and brand builders that we're able to leverage. And one of our real goals is to really trial and error things within this brand, but also leverage the experience that we have as e-com business owners and be able to share all of that with you. So one of the things that we are going to be doing is documenting this entire process, not only in the videos with the updates and YouTube series, as well as our other media platforms, but we're actually going to be putting together some hard content for you as well that you can take and go apply. So one of these examples is we're actually making a process map for our pre-sale launch. So a lot of brands will go, and we're going to be included in this realm and create a pre-sale strategy. And so we're going to have multiple different areas that we're pulling from. Some that we just saw, so our email landing page. We actually have a Facebook group for Voyage as well. And we're going to be leveraging these along with other things to drive traffic towards a pre-sale page. With that pre-sale page, we're able to then pre-sell to gain additional funds to fund subsequent orders, subsequent products that we want to build within our brand. And the beautiful thing about this is we're actually able to fulfill all of this from Amazon through the FBA program. So we're going to have more. Stay tuned for that. And to get updates on absolutely everything we're doing, updates every single time that we put out content, as well as a newsletter that we put out for you guys, make sure to visit www.ebb.com to check that out. So thank you. This is the wrap for this update video. I'm so excited about this brand and the amazing people that we're working with. Guys, if you feel the exact same as me, make sure you show us some love. Hit us up with a like. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel as well, because we have so much more coming your way. So until